So right now, Venezuela has started moving their own troops and militia units to the Caribbean coastline in what they're calling defensive readiness after increased U.S. military activity that's been nearby. Now, again, this is according to the Wall Street Journal. U.S. naval and air assets, including two B-52 bombers and multiple ships, are currently positioned in the region. And the thing that you need to know is that they're talking about, and you're hearing in the wind, imminent invasion is spreading online. Now, analysts are noting that the current U.S. deployment appears structured for targeting strikes and pressure campaigns, not a full-scale amphibious invasion. And that's, again, according to the Wall Street Journal. But here's something else that you need to know. Within the past couple of weeks, the Trump administration has literally unalived 27 individuals who were on these boats that are in the Caribbean waters. And the reasoning has been because these folks are creating acts of illegal drug carrying back and forth. So we're going to talk about that in just a second. Now, a U.S. drone strike on a vessel near Venezuelan waters killed several people and injured others. Now, two of those victims have been identified as citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, Chad Joseph and Rishi Samaru, whose families insist they were innocent fishermen, which is the story that we're hearing about the other 24 folks as well, is that these people were actually fishing. Now, the U.S. claims the vessel was linked to narcotics trafficking, but has not released public evidence to back that claim. So the strike has triggered outrage in Trinidad and Venezuela, and international human rights networks are also having a field day with this. So according to the Washington Post and the Guardian and Associated Press, it's a buzz out there. Now, Venezuela takes its case to the United Nations, and their ambassador to the UN condemned the strike as extrajudicial executions and demanded international investigation begin. Now, the Maduro government is also leaning in heavily, and we know Maduro ain't nothing to play with, right? So he's leaning heavily on public militia rallies and televised military exercises to project defiance. And I've seen some of them, and they are really like, yeah, no, we ain't going. Now, the U.S. has confirmed CIA covert operations inside Venezuela. Why would you even say that there was, even if there wasn't? An unusual public disclosure that has raised eyebrows even amongst some allies. So we definitely need to be paying attention to all of this. Now, what does this mean for the region? The Caribbean is becoming an increasingly volatile geopolitical spot, or hot spot rather. And so the White House is, their frame is a counter narcotics operation. That's what their frame is. That's what they're saying it is. And the scale of U.S. military presence resembles pre-intervention posturing. Now, smaller nations, especially Trinidad and Tobago and other Caribbean islands, they're actually caught in the middle of all of this, and that's where the issue is lying. Also, in addition to the fact that what is happening in international waters, anybody want to question that? And one miscalculation could escalate into open conflict, drawing in regional actors and international scrutiny, as if there's not already. Okay. All right. Now, diplomatic channels have been active, but the tone in between Washington and Caracas is hardening. Families of the victims in Trinidad are calling for accountability, while human rights observers are urging independent investigations. Analysts warn this may be a part of a larger strategic pivot by the Trump administration. We talk about strategy all the time with this current administration. Nothing is ever by accident. Yes. So that's what they're looking for, is a strategy for hard power in the Western Hemisphere. Here's my take on it. Now, when power flexes in one corner of the world, you can best believe everyday people are the ones that will be impacted by it. There will be innocent people who will be collected as collateral damage, unfortunately, and for Caribbean families who are making their living by actually fishing in these ports and in these waters, this isn't a political chess game for them at all. That's how they live. That's how they survive. And whether you agree with what Washington is doing or not right now, the issue is what happens next, right? Are we paying attention to the ripple effect of what is going on right now beyond Venezuela's shores. And we absolutely should be paying attention. For more news and information that you can always use, head over to brownstoneworldwide.com, Cityscape Radio, and you guessed it, Brownstone Living magazine. We'll see you around.
Welcome to the neighborhood.